My name is Steffany Quintana. I am 25 years old. I remember it was a normal day. I was working full time, going to school full time. I was actually studying for my LSAT, and my home is always loud. Let me just stop by my boyfriend's and I'll study there for a bit. So I went over, everything was fine. I do remember my head started to hurt really bad, and I started hyperventilating and just, crying. So I thought it was just another anxiety attack because they happened all the time just from, I guess, stress I would feel. I do come from a single mom household. So being the oldest out of all my siblings, I did have to kind of step in, and kind of, as that father figure almost. So we did try to ignore it. He tried to calm me down. And for some odd reason, I could feel I was losing sense in my left side. And I felt the sensation of having to throw up. So I did walk over to the restroom to throw up. I completely collapsed because by then I had lost all sense in my left side. So at that point, he carried me over to the bed. He is actually a first responder. He's a police officer. So I think maybe his brain was already thinking that something severe was happening to me, because at that point he called 911. And that's when I realized I couldn't talk anymore because I could think of the words, but they weren't coming out of my mouth. So they took me straight into what seemed like an MRI thing or a CAT scan thing. And they were able to tell me that it looked like it appeared like I had a stroke. I didn't really know what that entailed. I just knew that it was bad because my boyfriend broke down and I've never seen him like that. So I knew it had to be something bad. I mean, I've heard the word, but I never really knew. I didn't really realize something was like severely wrong with me until my family was crowding around me, just crying. I can't talk. I can't move my body. I can't control this. I was in ICU for 7 days, and they were able to discharge me on the 7th day from ICU. And I lived in the rehabilitation center, and I was lucky enough to have my sister live there with me. She was my nurse basically. She changed me, she bathed me, she fed me, everything. She was there day and night. She did not leave my side. So what I had was actually a hemorrhage. They attributed it to stress and anxiety. I always thought, like, I'm young. It's better for me to stay up to take the kids to school while my mom rests because she's older. I don't want her to have some kind of problem. I would go to work. Sometimes I would have like 10-hour shifts, 11-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts. And after going to work, I would go help my mom with her job. And then we wouldn't get home until 2 a.m. And I would still stay up studying, not going to bed till like 4, and then having to wake up at 6 to take the kids to school the next day, or to go to class, or to repeat some kind of pattern, So I was only sleeping maybe at most 4 hours a day. So since the stroke, I've actually slowed down 100%. So I try not to take on as much. I try not to stress. I mean, I think it's impossible to really live without stress. I tried to manage my time a little bit better, and I just kind of keep thinking, like, life, we only have one, right? So these things are gonna get done if they need to get done. If I didn't get them done, then they're not that imperative. Because we're young, we feel that we can take everything, but we can't. I would say go get checked up regularly, because I mean, had I gone again, maybe they would have told me you have high blood pressure. I would have known something. There's no way I could go back to that lifestyle. I don't even know how I was able to sustain that. It really baffles me to just think of that.